As autumn deepens, everyone's asking, will this winter be cold and snowy or mild again? On October 24, 2025, the long-range forecast hints at a classic chilly European winter. For many regions, colder temperatures and more snow are on the cards. Great news for skiers, and a cue for the rest of us to prepare. Meteorologists are tracking major atmospheric patterns and Pacific signals that haven't aligned like this in years. The big story: a likely shift that could unleash Arctic air across the continent. This isn't just speculation. Computer models and past data back it up. The main drivers: a weakened polar vortex and a developing La Niña. These will shape storm tracks, temperatures, and snowfall from December to February. So, whether you love winter sports or just want to stay warm, it's time to get ready. Let's break down what's behind this forecast and what it means for you. The polar vortex, a swirling mass of cold air above the North Pole, usually keeps Arctic chill locked away, but this year it's looking weak and unstable. When the vortex wobbles, cold air escapes south, bringing deep freezes and heavy snow to Europe. Forecasts suggest this weakened state will persist into early winter, raising the odds of repeated cold snaps. History offers clues. Winters like 1981-82 saw similar disruptions and turned out memorably cold. Sometimes, a sudden stratospheric warming event can shatter the vortex, unleashing even more Arctic air. While we can't predict an SSW this far out, the current weak vortex makes it more likely. All signs point to a winter where the Arctic's influence will be felt across Europe. Stay alert. Major cold spells could be just around the corner. The polar vortex is the first big piece of this winter's puzzle. Let's see what's happening on the other side of the globe. The Pacific Ocean is sending its own signals. La Niña is expected to develop this winter. La Niña cools Pacific waters, shifting global weather patterns, including Europe's. It nudges the jet stream north, steering storms and cold air into northern Europe. Scandinavia, northern Germany, Poland, and the Baltics often get colder, snowier winters during La Niña. The Alps could see colder air, great for snow quality, but may get less moisture for big snowfalls. Southern Europe, meanwhile, may be drier and milder, as storms are steered away. La Niña sets the stage, but day-to-day weather will still matter. Combined with a weak polar vortex, the setup is primed for a wintry season up north. The Pacific and Arctic are working together to shape Europe's winter. Let's zoom in on what this means for different regions. Northern and northeastern Europe are in line for a colder, snowier winter. Think Norway, Sweden, Finland, northern Germany, Poland, and the Baltics. The Alps look promising for high-altitude resorts with cold air favoring good snow, though lower elevations may see less. Central and southern Europe will see more variable conditions, with cold snaps possible, but fewer persistent freezes. Local weather will depend on shifting high-pressure systems and short-term patterns. Another factor: rapid snowpack growth in Siberia and Canada this autumn, creating a reservoir of cold air ready to move south. Meanwhile, a warm patch in the North Pacific could add moisture to some storms or block others, adding uncertainty. The result? A classic winter up north, a mixed bag elsewhere. The Alps could be a winter sports hotspot, especially at higher elevations. For the rest of Europe, expect surprises. This winter won't be the same everywhere. Let's talk about what all this means for planning ahead. Remember, long-range forecasts are about probabilities, not guarantees. The polar vortex or La Niña could shift, changing the outcome. These same forces will shape North America's winter too. Cold and snowy up north, milder in the south. For Europe, the signals are strong for a colder, snowier season in the north and northeast. The Alps look set for a solid ski season at altitude. For everyone else, stay flexible and keep an eye on updates. Weather is always changing, and forecasts will be refined as winter approaches. Prepare for cold, keep your snow gear handy, and stay informed. This could be a memorable winter. Time will tell. We'll be watching the skies with you.